How'd you guys feel overall about the whole sampling thing and when rap and hip hop came in?
Actually, it's like before knowing what it would get you paid. It was like, oh no, well, maybe not. But when the checks started rolling in, it's like, oh yeah, maybe we can get somebody else to sample.
Right, right.
Hey, let me call Nelly and see what he can do.
Yeah. I don't know if I ever had an issue with the sampling thing, but my issue was when they first started coming out with the term old school. I was like, I'm not old. I'm not old school. But like Al said, when the checks started rolling in, I'm old school to the bone.
Just like now, just like even you can go online and just say Snoop Dogg Cutie Pie, and then it comes up. Or,
right.
The different people
it's
who use the song,
And Boyz II Men re-recorded Cutie Pie on one of their albums.
Right, exactly.
Which was a wonderful thing again. And my other 19-year-old who was tech savvy, he has gone online and found more of our music and other music that we were not aware of. Beyonce and Jay-Z has a song that used the loop of one of our ballads in it, which we had no clue. A lot of times there's so much extra stuff on the royalty statements, you really don't read it all. But yeah, even Jay-Z and Beyonce has a cut where they looped one of our ballads and used it.
Actually, it makes you feel good now when you think about it, because you say, well, what we did must have been good for so many people to still carry it on and on.
Absolutely.
So it makes us feel like we were doing something good. And I still say again, sometimes before our time, in a way, but it all depends on how you look at music, and where it's going and where it's been. But it still is an honor for so many huge name people in the music business to still sample and use our stuff. So.
Absolutely.
And not only that, it's like what's the guy?
Rapper?
No, I did the big guy who did like that your song.
Oh,
Let's talk about sex.
You talking about Bruno Mars?
Yeah, Bruno Mars. Yeah. Some different stuff that he does is
truly hints of one way.
Even the one of the latest songs is really, to me, has that Cutie Pie.
Yeah, 24
drum.
karat.
We had to make sure that it wasn't the same drum.
And we still ain't sure yet.
And the different sounds, and So even with people doing what they do, it still lets us know that we were creating something that was good.
Absolutely.
Just say it was good.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we love it to death now, though. Can't get enough of it, When the record company notified us that Snoop Dogg and Problem and what's the boy that does the T-Pain and one other guy redid Cutie Pie, we were joyous. We couldn't wait to hear it. But once we heard it had so much cussing in it, I said, well, it's going to be beeped a lot. so we'll see how much it gets played on the air. Oh, yeah, Lil Jon was a part of that, too.
Oh, yeah.
So we loved it to death. And it's funny, too, because once the family members found out they did it, everybody couldn't wait to run out and buy it. So it's a good thing now. It makes you smile.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. I know for a while, a lot of the old school bands were, not so cool with hip hop, but now that it's being handled properly,
right, exactly.
Right.
I think it's all good.
Absolutely.
I got something else. Sample this.